Hello learners, I Dr. Amit Tapkir from Progressive Education Society's Modern College of Pharmacy welcome you all in today's discussion on synthetic antibacterial agents sulfonamides. After this discussion, the learner will able to summarize mode of action of sulfonamide, summarize and enumerates SAR of sulfonamides, explain concept of crystalluria and pKa, enumerates mammalian folate biosynthesis. In part first, we learn introduction about sulfonamide, properties of sulfonamide, classification of sulfonamides. In second discussion, we learn chemistry and structure of sulfonamide drugs. In today's discussion, we are going to see mechanism of action of sulfonamide, SAR of sulfonamide, crystalluria and pKa, mammalian folate biosynthesis, and the references which used to prepare the presentation. Mechanism of action of sulfonamides. Sulfonamides are structural analog and competitive antagonist of PABA, that is para-amino benzoic acid. They inhibit dihydropterate synthetase, the bacterial enzyme responsible for the incorporation of PABA into dihydroteric acid, and it is the intermediate precursor of folic acid. Synergistic effect is obtained by a combination of trimethoprim. The compound trimethoprim is a potent and selective inhibitor of microbial dihydrofolate reductase. This dihydrofolate reductase, the enzyme that is reduce dihydrofolate to tetrahydrofolate. The simultaneous administration of sulfonamide and trimethoprim blocks the pathway of cell wall synthesis sequentially. That's why the sulfonamide with the trimethoprim, it's a very famous combination available in a market. When pteridine and PABA will forms the dihydroteric acid with the help of enzyme dihydropterate synthetase, and in the next step the dihydropteric acid will get converted into the dihydrofolate with the help of a glutamate, and in the third step dihydrofolates are converted into the tetrahydrofolate, and the tetrahydrofolate which is responsible for the synthesis of a folic acid. Our drug which inhibits the step first, that is conversion of PABA and pteridine to dihydropteric acid. This step is blocked by sulfonamides. And the trimethoprim which inhibits the conversion of dihydrofolate to tetrahydrofolate by inhibiting the enzyme dihydrofolate reductase. In this way, the sulfonamides and trimethoprim acts. Sulfonamides mimics the para-amino benzoic acid, that is PABA, which is a normal substrate for dihydropterate synthetase. This means that sulfonamide will bind in the same manner as a PABA. If you look the structure of a PABA in active site and sulfonamide structure in active site, you will get a feel about that how these two are bind at active site very similarly. The PABA binds to active site by hydrogen bond, van der Waals interaction and ionic interaction. Similarly, our sulfonamide drugs binds similar way by hydrogen bonding, van der Waals interaction and ionic interaction. If you look out the structure of a PABA and sulfonamide very peacefully, so you can find the structure similarity between the two drugs, that is PABA, that is sulfonamides and with PABA. Because sulfonamides are competitive inhibitors for the enzymes, the bacteria can increase the production of a PABA to compete with sulfonamides at the active site and become resistant to sulfa drug. Crystalluria and pKa. Sulfonamide are mostly excreted in urine as acetylated metabolite. They are relatively water insoluble mainly due to the formation of acetyl metabolites. If you see the structure of insoluble acetyl metabolite on slide, you can understand how the reaction takes place. The acylated metabolites is non-ionizable under the pH condition of urine 7, that is 7, near about 7. They increase the possibility of precipitation and formation of crystal in the urea, that is called as a crystalluria. And all of you know that the sulfonamides are given in the urinary tract infection. Because of this infection, the urine is more acidic. Presently the urine is slightly acidic. Because of the infection, the person's urine have a more acidic, and this acidic urine, the chances of crystalluria formation is again increased. Sulfonamide with reduced crystalluria formation. In this slide you can easily find that the pKa of all the sulfonamides are near about 10, 9 and 7. So these drugs are reduce the crystalluria formation because they not form the complex, and they will not retain in kidney, they will get excreted because of the pKa value near to the 7. Now we have to find the answer. Pause your video and try to write the answer in your notebook. Is the sulfonamide have a selective antibacterial activity? How mammalian folate biosynthesis takes place as sulfonamide is inhibiting dihydropteric synthetase? Think on this, write answer in your notebook. I think all are made the correct attempt. Now the mammalian folate biosynthesis. In human, the cells synthesize tetrahydrofolate from folic acid that obtained from food source. This folic acid is normally transferred to inside the cell by a special transport system. Bacterial cell does not have a such transport system. Bacterial cell does not have a such transport system, and they should synthesize tetrahydrofolate using a PABA. For that reason, human cell do not need dihydropterate synthetase enzyme, which means sulfonamide have a selective antibacterial activity. So this is the answer of our questions, that the human which have a transport system where we not require that enzyme. So these drugs are selective, which are not going to hamper the human folic acid synthesis, mammalian folate synthesis. They are not going to affect mammalian folate synthesis. That's why the sulfonamide have selective antibacterial activity. See that concept in this slide. The folic acid from diet with the help of a dihydrofolate synthetase enzyme convert into the dihydrofolate. Dihydrofolate will get converted into the tetrahydrofolate with the help of enzyme dihydrofolate reductase. The tetrahydrofolate will get converted into the methylene tetrahydrofolate, and with the help of a thymidine synthetase it will get converted into the DTMP, deoxythymidine monophosphate, and DUMP, that is deoxyuridine monophosphate. This DTMP will get convert into the DNA, or DNA synthesis takes place from DTMP. This is the mammalian folate biosynthesis. Next point is the SAR, structure activity relationship of sulfonamides. The major feature of SAR of sulfonamide includes the following. The first point in a structure activity relationship: sulfanilamide skeleton is the minimum structure requirement for the antibacterial activity. You can see the first structure on left hand side of sulfanilamide. Next point, the amino and sulfonyl group on the benzene ring are essential and should be in 1 and 4 position. Do not change the position. The N4 amino group could be modified to be prodrug which are converted to free amino functional in vivo. Sulfur atom should be directly linked to the benzene ring. Next point, replacement of benzene ring by other ring system or the introduction of additional substituent on its decreases or abolish its activity. Next point in SR, exchange of SO2NH group by CONH, that is sulfonylamine into the carbonylamine, reduce the activity. Heterocyclic substitution leads to highly potent derivative. Next point, the active form of sulfonamide is the ionized maximum activity that is observed between the pKa 6.6 to 7.4. Next point, substitution in the benzene ring of sulfonamide produce inactive compound. And next point, the lipid solubility influence the pharmacokinetic and antibacterial activity and so increase the half-life and antibacterial activity in vitro. These are some references which used to prepare the presentation. Thank you. Happy learning.